Welcome to Tibalt's Apprentice. We're going to take a break from the pest. I guess I'll stop pestering you with those. And we're back to our black deck. Straight black, just whack attack here. We've actually added a little bit of Duskborn. We cracked a few of those boxes open today at the time of recording. Not recording the playing of this game, but rather the recording that I'm doing right now as I go through this double speed. I had to make sure that I actually had something in there that allowed me to get my hand back, because I still need to be able to be protected from mill. And if they're just going to use the cat oven trick, this is going to be a pretty boring video. But with the new Duskborn cards, we find that we can get rid of some of the enchantments. Yeah, they're going to sack the cat for food, cash in the food, bring the cat back. I'm bored. That's, again, the equivalent of me giving them the finger. So they're just going to sack it again and build up and kill off my creatures. Well, that's fine. Oh, and they're going to add another oven. This is potentially going to be the most boring of games. So I will stall for a turn. I mean, I really shouldn't complain because I'm using boring and redundant cards like the One Ring that just goes in every deck these days. Speaking of every deck, what do you think about those bannings this week? Like I said before, it's a complicated subject. I'm still listening to it. We're about a week out now. We're about, maybe not quite a week, but I'm still listening to a little bit about it. There are a lot of valid points out there and things that should be considered and taken into it. It's crazy to think that some people were actually threatening CAG members and stuff. Is it crazy? I don't know. People take this game way too seriously. I'm going to buy myself another turn here by throwing down another ring. And again, how boring can you get? I'm playing predictive patterns of play. But my point is, with the Duskborn cards, you can now get around the Sanguine Bond Exquisite Blood combo. You can do that a little bit faster. I may not do it this time. And since loss of life, that kind of blows. I'm not taking any damage, but I am taking loss of life. So the ring doesn't protect me from that. So let's see what we can do about this. I'm sure I can pull a win out of this. That's, yeah, that's fine. Gonna take a little bit of damage off of this, but there we go. Enduring Tenacity. No, that's not what that is. It'd be helpful if I could read. Actually, this looks so small on screen, I can't read. Are you choking to death over there? What's going on? My wife, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, well, you should be. But anyhow, on Instagram, well, maybe they already know this if they follow us on Instagram. We had our vacation for a couple of days here, and so that's why the shorts came out. And that doesn't sound right. That's why I did shorts. That's why I did shorts on YouTube for the past week, because we were out of town. All right. You got sick as we left and went out of town. You did. Okay. It did not mess up our vacation that much because we didn't have anything planned. We just went to the movies 3 days in a row. So we weren't here. That's as much a vacation as anything else. Now, you're seeing some of the standard black combo stuff. But being able to draw cards, gain life, should be able to put us out far enough ahead despite them having the cat oven combo. Alright, there has to be a better demon. Demons, though you would think Phyrexians would be demonic, they don't necessarily count. There are some good demons out there. You're just saying that because you're working on your Lulu deck. Lulu, and it's our criminal background because it's tree trunks from Adventure Time. Nobody gets that reference. Are we 10 years out of date? Maybe. Maybe 10 years ago is when they last did Adventure Time. But we love Adventure Time. I know. Yes. I know the real Wiz got it. He's there with us. So. Gonna take some damage. Gonna gain some life. And draw some cards. Alright, we're back up to 15. I'm feeling pretty strong. Alright, let's put this down. That's a portion of the combo. We'll drop this. And let's go ahead, sacrifice this immediately, get more card draw. Nah, don't need that. But drawing 2 cards will get me another couple life. So we're up to 19 now. And let's see what's... I don't have a hand. Never mind. Let's see what demons we got in there. Well, actually, we can get anything. Another card from Duskmourn. It makes it a tutor. So I think that finishes the game right there. Oh. I just realized I already had one of those in my hand. Well... if you're wondering, this is exactly how I play Commander 2, with no real plan whatsoever. I don't play just board wipes. I don't. So, trying casually games. It's a mouthful. That's where you can see me Friday. I will be playing on their stream. If you want to catch me this week, that's probably the best thing you could do. You could tune in to Superfast Tortoise Monday and Wednesday. Tune into him every day. I'll be there bringing down the ratings on Monday and Wednesday. At least that's the plan, provided he has some shows. And with this, I'll drop this, and I think if I draw a card, I think that'll end the game. Draw a few cards. Yep. It's game over, man. Alright. So, this is not particularly exciting. You've seen this before. But it's good to know that the process can be sped up slightly by adding some Duskmourn cards. Level up. Let's go to another game with this same deck. And I'll try to be sure to put it in the description. And, what am I waiting on doing here? I seem to be... Ew, was that an eyeball? Yes, that was an eyeball. That was for the Mastery Path. What? They were not peeled grapes. Those were eyeballs. Another Adventure Time reference. Yeah, if you hung out with us, that's what you get all the time. Is nothing but Adventure Time references. Yeah, where was I? So, we're going eyeball. No, that was not getting access to my graveyard is going to be a problem. Let's do this. Put that out for 0. That will give us some life gain or give them some life loss. And we are in a panic because my wife is playing Fallout and just got shot in the back. Well, you got shot in the back by an NPC. That game was going nowhere, so we will bail out of here, and we'll let's open a pack. See what's in Duskmourn. Is anything good? Though I hate the idea of bringing it into real-world scenarios, you know, it's not for me. That is to say, Wizards of the Coast makes decisions based on profit. And they're a business. That's what they're supposed to do. I'm not crying. I'm just explaining. Oh, you're talking to everybody else that is crying. I'll give them something to cry about. Watch 5 more minutes of this video. You'll have something to cry about. I might be a little loopy. Maybe I need a vacation. We just got back. Yes, we did. All right. What was I talking about? I was talking about watching Superfast Tortoise, his morning show, at, well, it's 9 a.m. for me on the West Coast. closer to noon their time, being in the Midwest. I was talking about not liking the real-world aspect of this. If you think about the like some of the sets that they're doing now, I think because the developers are being forced to crank these sets out so fast, we're being shortchanged. We, the public, are being shortchanged on some of these things. Like if you just realize that this expansion set is just going into a haunted house, that seems lame. The one with Olivia, the blood wedding, like we had an entire set that focused around a wedding. Like it's kind of silly when initially we were world building. We had entire planes of existence that we could explore, and now we're just dropping down to single events that take place on those planes. I think that actually from Lost Caverns of Ixalan will help this deck a little bit. What you will find in the description is this most current version of the deck. Slightly different than that first one I played. Alright, let's see what we have here. What we have is we have a few Dustmourne cards available for you in my TCGplayer store. Was that a cool segue? It was a lame segue. No, it wasn't. That was awful. Alright, let's cash in on this right now. They're going to be making creatures every turn, so don't worry about those. I will worry about the cards. I see they're playing a similar strategy to us. That's alright though. I'll get 2 greedy freebooters out there, and I need to worry about those flying cards. That's always a problem. Don't forget that in all the decks that you make. Let's see if we can do this again. We will drop this here, sacrifice a creature, get a couple of more cards in hand. We'll draw them just as fast as we can. Swing in. There's equipment and enchantments that will give you flying, but that takes up a slot in your deck.
Yeah, well, we've seen how important flyers are.
We have seen how important they are. So either you can ground them. I like the idea of using enchantments. That's a nice card. Using enchantments to gain flying for everything, because enchantments are a little harder to deal with. Those creatures being sacked for mana and treasures are going to be a problem also. However, if we get the Sanguine Bond out, or whether we get the Exquisite Blood out, yeah, actually this game might be over right now. They're stocking up all the treasures that they possibly can. Is that going to matter though? That I don't think that's going to matter. Alright. Because as this goes on the board, this goes on the board, we're going to dig through here, and they've killed themselves. There you go. Anyhow, thanks for watching. That was a wonderful game. They killed themselves. Ridiculous, I know. Don't do that. Watch your board state. Anyhow, thanks for watching and putting up with this lunacy. Talk to you guys later.